talk to you today about the Lorelei Lingmo fountain pen. Now, I have two different versions of the pen, so I'll probably alternate a bit between them. They have the same nib. The only difference in the feed is one has a clear feed, the other one does not. The barrel material is slightly different, and the construction is slightly different. So this is a, what is it called, an amber fleck or orange fleck, something like that. And you can notice, can you see it? No, it really doesn't show on this camera. What if I get closer? I do want to show you this difference, so let's see. Ah, there we go. So you can see that the demonstrator, this is just kind of snooked on somehow. Is that a word? Here it looks like the finial might be screwed on. So different construction there. This orange material, it's marketed as yellow, but I like the word orange better, is just gorgeous. Has some chatoyancy. Not that the demonstrator's a slouch either. They both say Lingmo. So I don't know if Lorelei is the brand, the distributor with the Chinese pens. Sometimes it's hard to tell. They have the same converter. And then I have reason to believe that the end is constructed differently because the demonstrator has a plug, and I can't feel a plug in this one. And when I look inside the barrel, which I already tried, I can't see it. It looks like it's just solid from about the end of my fingernail there to the end of the barrel. So slightly different construction, which may be due to the material. The Lorelei Lingmo in the demonstrator looks an awful lot like a Jinhao 992. Now, what I like about the Lorelei is it has a clear feed that looks a lot like a Pilot Metropolitan feed, and it has a different converter. But otherwise, they sure look like the same pen. But we're talking about the Lorelei, so we'll go with that. Both pens come with a converter. I love this clear feed. If I had light underneath it, I don't know how to do that, but close enough. You can see the feed just takes on the color of the ink. I like that. In fact, I'm probably going to give this demonstrator away, but I'm switching feeds with this pen first. This one has same feed, but it's more ordinary black. So I'll do a little writing with each pen. They write the same. So Lorelei Lingmo, Lingmo, and both are fine point nibs. This ink is Pelican. I've been using a whole bunch of samples lately. This is one of my samples. Here's another sample. So you can see that they basically write the same. With the violet and the other, they'll flex the same, which means hardly at all. They just not a lot of line variation on this nib. Now the nib itself actually does have some branding, so why don't I give you a closer look at that. The Jinhao has a different symbol there, but they have their Jinhao symbol. They have more of an Art Deco thingy around as the decoration toward the tip of the nib, and it says Jinhao Fine instead of Lingmo Fine. So I have the feeling these are made of the same parts as the Jinhao, just a different brand name put on them. And I don't fully understand how that's divided up between Chinese manufacturers, so I won't comment. Again, I think that's my fault to skip there. It's okay. So let's take a look at wetness and flow. We'll do both colors. We'll do the smear test I like this violet. I also like the sei-boku, and I don't need another blue-black. So, all this want, but don't need. Alright, so wetness and flow. No problem. And as I'm going to show you with the pigmented ink, it's fine. Smear test. Pretty wet. Reverse writing, always a surprise. I don't know why I wrote the word writing there. You can tell it's writing. And then with the sei-boku in it. Again. But this is a different type of ink. This is a pigmented ink. This is a dye ink. So I'd say in reverse they write extra fine. Smoothly though. Sometimes pens are really scratchy when I do that reverse writing, not this one. Alright, this quote, let's see. I've got a very family unfriendly one from Richard Feynman, which I think I should avoid. So we'll do, I have a 2-line quote from Neil deGrasse Tyson, so we'll do one line with the one pen and the other line with the other. So after one of these reviews, I always like to talk about what... Oh, I never talked to you about posting. If you're into that kind of thing. Very secure. And this one is the same. Very secure. Alright, so usually I like to talk about value after I do a review. Would I buy these pens again? I'd buy the orange one again. Just for its unique finish. I think it looks a lot like a Sailor Pro color as well as looking like the Jinhao. So I'll put a link to a sales website that has the Sailor Pro color down below so you can judge for yourself. Can't find a Sailor Pro color in this beautiful finish though. So they're a little more expensive than the Jinhao version, so I'm not sure what that means. I didn't get these in multi-packs. I don't feel like I paid over much for them, but they weren't at impulse buy level, so I honestly don't remember what I paid for them, but that's one of those things I always hate to say on video anyway, because prices change based on location and retailer. So, yeah, I like this one. In fact, I am going to keep the feed out of the clear one, put it in this one, and then I'll probably get the clear one away. And no, I have not tried the clear one as an eyedropper, so we'll let another reviewer try that. So I hope that was useful to you. I hope I gave you a neat lower cost pen to consider, and one that definitely has a very designer type finish. So thank you for watching. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.